coming at you guys again with another unboxing brief product review. This is the Kobalt 150-foot green self-leveling cross-line laser level. It's the 503-7405. Got it at Lowe's. I actually went in looking for I think it was a 75-foot or maybe it was a 100-foot Kobalt laser, and I'll show you here what I'm trying to do. And what I was looking for, I got a Bosch. It was a red laser, and it was self-leveling. It did have a cross, but it did not have a manual mode. So I was specifically seeking out one of the Kobalts because it had that. So we went to Lowe's and could not find it. It says there was two of them. Looked all over the place, had one of the people that worked there come help, couldn't find it. So this just indescript plain brown box with a white sticker on it was sitting there at the bottom. And just in passing, right before I left, I said, hey, how much is that one, just to scan it to see. And they scanned it, and it was like $32, $35. And so I just bought it. Didn't even care. For that much money, it was worth it, because the other one was about $50. If I can find them, I'll put in screenshots of what I'm talking about here. So anyway, I bought it. Figured for that much, or for that price, it would totally be worth it regardless. So I did, and it works. So before I get to that story, let's go over what this includes. This includes the actual laser. There's a bracket here for using on metal surfaces, or you can put it on the wall, I'm pretty certain. It did come with batteries. Now it does use 4 AA's instead of a rechargeable one, and it does include a carrying case or carrying bag, which is super cool actually. The other ones that I saw did not. So let me open this. Sit on the floor here, getting my daughter's room, which is what we would like this for. So here's the actual level. Actually, look at this. Here's that bracket. It has the magnets on it to stick to the metal items, and it does have the threaded adapter there. This does have the adapter built into the bottom to attach to a camera stand or a tripod base, so that way it be held up, which is what we'll do here in a minute. Simple controls, just a power button, the case for the batteries, nothing really on the sides, and there's the actual laser. Now the part I really like I said, is being able to have the manual option. So we'll flip this on real quick. You can see the green there. Obviously we're gonna have some issues with the camera, so I won't shine it at it. But down here at the bottom is a manual switch. Let me turn this off. You can see the light there. There we go. To the right is unlock, to the left is lock. Now if you go to the right, it will self-level based off whatever it's on. It does have an error at 4 degrees. At that point, it'll give you an error code. It'll just do a flash, a single flash, and the light on top here will turn on, just to let you know that it can't level. This way you can take it and tilt it to whatever you need it to be. But what I really was looking for is, because every time you nudge this, I don't know if it shows up on the camera, if you walk through this room, it's going to wobble like that. We have kids, and they are through all the time. So what I want to do is paint these stripes, and I'll pick up the camera in a second to show you what I'm trying to do. That flash right there was to say it's in manual mode as well. What I want to do is be able to lock it and shoot the line at the wall so I can put tape up to paint stripes. And that way it won't wiggle and wobble every time someone walks through and you have to wait for it to reset, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to turn this thing off. We'll get everything set up on the tripod, including this camera, and we'll see what we're doing and how it works. All right, we're back. Ignore my slippers. What we're doing here is we're doing pink and purple lines. That's what she wanted. Roughly 8 inches apart on this wall. So I've gone ahead and mounted this onto the camera tripod. This does, like I said, have the threaded base, so you can put one of these, whatever this is called, on it. Clamp it in. Now this one does have the bubble level in the middle, and I do want it to be straight, even though I'm locking it in. So I'm going to try to get this leveled up. There we go. And we'll double check it as we go, just to be sure, just because I'm not that trusting. But just as an example, what we're gonna do here is run a line. Oh, and before I go into that, something else really cool about this is you can control the cross line. I can run just the horizontal line, just the vertical line, or both. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to flip it to just the vertical line right now. And I want these, like I said, to be roughly 8 inches apart. So this way, I don't know if you can see, but the line doesn't really wiggle. If I come in here and I unlock this, let me turn this off. We have a wobble while it's leveling, which is great, except every time I move or someone comes through, it's going to do that. And that drives me crazy. So I have this locked. Oh, that's right. There we go. So I have it locked in place to do that. So I'm going to use that to shoot lines on these walls. I'm going to do the tape now to come back and do the pink line. But I just want to do a real quick overview of that. I'm not an expert on the lasers or anything, and I have nowhere to need 150 feet right now at least to test it to see how well that'll work. So I can't really explain anything about that right now. But in here it works great. Is it overkill? Yeah, but I couldn't really find any other lasers that had the manual option within this price range, honestly, especially or even in the sub $100 range, in the 30-foot range or whatever. I was going to do one that was about $80 at Menards, and I had to return the other one of these that I had. So I just went ahead and got this one while I was at Lowe's. And if I find the receipt, I'll definitely insert a picture to show everybody. But I am pretty excited about it so far, and we'll see how it goes. But that's my initial thoughts on it. If anybody else has any comments or questions or suggestions, definitely let me know. So far, pretty excited. Thanks. Hey everybody, I wanted to come back in real fast and do a really cool update. I just found out about this. I did just accidentally kick this while I was closing the door, so let me turn this off. We'll restart it, but just realized that there are 2 intensity levels on this. So let me turn that off so we can get to see a little bit better. Let's see why it's mad at me for a minute. There we go. All right, there we go. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. So you can see it does a pretty wide cast. I have it tilted pretty far down, but it does. That is actually further back on the ceiling than the actual laser is. But something I wanted to see is that there are 2 power settings for this. Let me see if I can do it again. I did it on accident the first time. I'm probably, I'm gonna make it mad because I'm shaking it. There we go. There's a high and a low. How cool is that? I don't remember reading about that, but if you press and hold for a second, there we go, just went up to bright. I did that for about, what, 2 seconds, I guess? Pressed and held for about 2 or 3 seconds there, and it flipped it down to low power. So I'm going to set this back up. This is essentially what we're doing, though, here, is shooting lines to run the tape. There we go. It does not like it if you hold it. I'm not sure what it's bad about now. But it does not like if you hold and you move it, you move around like this, move up, down, it'll start flashing like that at you. But I thought I'd just do a quick update. It's pretty cool. It's been working out well otherwise. Thanks for watching.